He looks a lot better than I painted him, doesn't he?
He does. He didn't quite do you justice.
I haven't seen a picture yet, but I'm sure it's well.
In Portraits of Courage, President Bush paints both the wounds we can see and those we can't. Retired Staff Sergeant Todd Domarise struggled with post-traumatic stress and depression after an IED attack in Iraq.
Todd, for a while, suffered from night sweats. And so when I was painting Todd, I was thinking about, what was going through his mind during night sweats. And so it's a pretty harsh painting in the sense that he looks very troubled.
During his visit to MacDill Air Force Base, the president got the chance to reveal the portrait to Todd.
Very, very good, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
They all say that,
So
Todd.
honored.
If I had to paint you over, I'd paint a much less troubled person.
Thank you.
Don't you think?
Absolutely, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He thinks
Right.
you've come a long way.
Yes, I was very amazed that he would say something like that to me, because to hear it from somebody else besides, somebody that I know personally, on a day-to-day basis, it was very inspiring.
Is there any part of you when you meet these men and women and you see their wounds and you see what war has done to their lives, even the internal wounds we can't see, that has any regret about a decision you may have made to send them into battle?
No, I think it was the right decision. I regret they got hurt. I was heavy-hearted when I made the decision to both go into Afghanistan and Iraq, because I knew that there'd be some dire consequences. I don't think I can be effective if I walk around full of regret.
Your brother Jeb got the question on the campaign trail. Knowing what you know now about Iraq, do you still think it was a good idea to go in?
Absolutely.
You still do?
Oh, absolutely. I really do. I think it was not such a good idea to pull out before Iraq had a chance to defend itself. And one thing people need to understand is that Al-Qaeda looked impregnable. They looked undefeatable until the surge. And our United States Marines and our Army and people on the ground who were sick and tired of being brutalized by Al-Qaeda, now called ISIS, even though there's a technical difference, crushed them. And Iraq was, a functioning democracy and relatively stable. We created a vacuum, and the void was filled by the bad dudes. And so both my successors have declared that ISIS must be defeated, and, we showed they could be.
So the mistake wasn't going in the first place. The mistake was getting out when President Obama got out.
Well, it's easy to second guess all decisions. I'm absolutely confident that that getting rid of Saddam Hussein made our country safer and gave people a chance of Iraq of living in a free society where they decided the fate of their government, which was what was taking place.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
There are now close to 3 million veterans of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and President Bush has committed his post-presidential life to honoring their service.
I want to ask you, if you don't mind, Mr. President, just to read one passage
Sure.
in the book.
Yeah, Adam
Highlighted
Janke,
there.
U.S. Marine. Saw Adam the other day, seems to be doing pretty well. In reviewing Adam's biography for this project, I was struck by a comment Adam made. He said, "I was proud that President Bush was at the top echelon in charge of me when I was fighting, and he cared about me." Adam's simple words stayed with me as I painted him. I hope he and his brothers and sisters in arms know that I care about them still, and that I will until the day I die. I thank Adam for that. There's no higher tribute, in my judgment, for a commander-in-chief to have somebody under his command who was wounded to say, he had my back.
The book, again, is Portraits of Courage. The proceeds all go to the Military Service Initiative at the George W. Bush Presidential Center to help veterans. To hear what President Bush thinks the government and the country can do to better help our vets, check out our web extras at today.com/Sunday. And next week, something completely different. John Bon Jovi. The band is back on the road, but without John's wingman, Richie Sambora. We'll talk to JBJ about surviving the big hair 80s and enduring as one of the biggest acts in the world. That's next week on Sunday Today. And coming up next here, Harry Smith with the story of a sports icon who's always the biggest star in the arena.
At Wayfair.com, we think that when the big stuff ships free, it's just better.
Cover better, brunch better, crunch better, rock better, roll better, whoa better, dream better, clean better, yeah, better!
Oh, Wayfair has free shipping. Game changer.
Fast better, free better, everything's better when
Get
it's
free shipping on orders over $49. Shop better at wayfair.com.
Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
Good is in every Blue Diamond almond. And once good gets going, there's no stopping it. Blue Diamond almonds, get your good going.
Clyde here just found his forever home, and now he needs a place to sleep and the right food to eat. That's why we created this puppy guide. It's got over $250 in PetSmart savings for all of those things you'll need. And of course, we're always here to answer any of your questions. PetSmart, your puppy place.
3, 2, 1.
If it's holding the powerful accountable.
What should the American people hear?
If it's separating facts from falsehoods.
Admitted that he's changed his position.
If it's Sunday, for 70 years and counting, it's Meet the Press.
Tomorrow on News 4 Today.
Someone tracking your phone may sound scary, but it's happening on local campuses. See how it's making students feel safer.
That pinpoints where you are.
And Storm Team 4 will get you ready for the day with your hour-by-hour forecast. News 4 Today is working for you.
We had a great house that I absolutely loved.
But when my mom became ill, we knew it was time to move.
So we sold our house with Redfin.
They offered professional photos and the video tour. We got 1,000 hits on our homes.
You see this ding, 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 get a little adrenaline rush. Our Redfin agent just knocked it out of the ballpark, selling the house above the asking price. The money back after the deal was just an added bonus.
Redfin can sell your home for more and save you thousands in commissions. Get a free home